We are closing in on round 19 of the 2021 NRL season, and I feel like it's been months since I've actually checked my Supercoach. Now, at the start of the season, I always get questions. Luke, are you going to be doing a Supercoach? Luke, join my Supercoach league. What's your Supercoach team? And I always just end up making a Supercoach team just to kind of, I don't know, sort of satisfy you guys, I guess. And I'm making it, I post my side, everyone goes, yeah, nah, decent side, but you can make changes here and there. Or they say it's completely shit. But without a doubt, every year I end up forgetting about the fantasy team, and I sort of just miss a couple of weeks, or Origin comes around, and I end up just stop doing it. And that's exactly what I've done this year, probably earlier than previous years too. Now, I know at the start of the season, I think my side was okay. I think it was half decent, but it definitely wasn't one of the better ones. And I know for sure some of the players went up in value by heaps, and obviously some of them probably went down a lot. So I thought it'd be interesting to jump on my Supercoach and have a look at it, considering I haven't looked at it with at least a month, maybe a couple of months. I can't remember exactly when I've looked at it, because I'll go a couple of months without looking at it, and then all of a sudden one day I'll pick it up and go, all right, let's have a go this week, and then I'll go shit, and then I'll abandon it for another month. So I feel like the team could have been worse than what it actually is, but I'm intrigued to see who I've actually got in the side. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a couple of guys who might have retired, or are at completely new clubs, or not even playing in the NRL these days. Anyways, I'm just rambling at the moment. Let's go and have a look at my Supercoach side. Actually, before we go and take a look at the side, I just want to give a special thank you to Drum Clothing. I'm wearing the beanie right now. Looks pretty sweet, hey. This shirt I'm wearing right now, it's not a Drum one, it's a Canadian club. Had to wear it. I just had to wear it in a video. I wore it in a stream, but it's bloody cold today. As you can tell by I'm wearing the beanie, I'm also wearing the long sleever. So I had to wear the ugly Canadian club sweater and also the Drum beanie. So definitely go and support Drum Clothing. They're a clothing company out of the Central Coast, and they've been kind enough to send me a few items to wear, and this is one of them, the beanie. I absolutely love it. So go ahead and support them. Now, I don't have a discount code or anything at the moment, but I've got the link in the description for the website, so go ahead, check out some of their stuff. I really don't think you can go wrong with it, so go ahead and check it out. Okay, it's been so long, I literally have to log in again. Usually it just logs in straight for me, not this time. Imagine if I couldn't even remember the password to get in. I'm popping up the video, it's kind of just like, hi, I'm Luke, let's take a look at my Supercoach. Oh no, don't worry, I can't log in. End of video, that's it. There we go, first go. Didn't have to try and remember the password or send an email and reset it or anything. We're straight in, and I can see we're pretty shit. Average score 909. I know that like anything under 1,000 is usually pretty bad. Even in the years where I've sort of tried, for the most part, sort of 1,000 seems to be sort of the benchmark. If you can get there or above, you're doing half decent. I feel like even now with all the tries scored, it's probably a super low score. So 818 for round 18, that's pretty pathetic. Now we see my score from last week. What we want to see is the actual lineup that I had fielded. Oh, here we go. We actually won 2 or 4 of our matchups. So Jaden Brayley's there. Reed Marnie, hadn't been playing him. Definitely need to chuck him back in. Let's chuck him into the side. Let's see if I can salvage his side a little bit. Luke Thompson's there. Paul Vaughan is literally gone. He's out of the NRL, so actually, let's put Tino in. Let's put Tino. I feel like he's a bit more of a difference maker in this side, but Paul Vaughan, we need to get rid of him. Jai Arrow is suspended. I had Jordan Ricky on the bench scoring 93 points, just doing absolutely nothing for me. Got Kick out there, Crichton. That's a pretty good back row, but the rest of them, like Gosevsky, Foy Mayono was out suspended with the COVID stuff. Jai Arrow didn't play, so that's a whole back row of people who haven't played. Halfback, we've got Nathan Cleary there, obviously hasn't played, won't be playing for another couple of weeks. Sam Walker in the reserves, like that's just wasted points. There's just points that are just, I should be taking advantage of. Nathan Cleary's, look, his average is 114. He's over $1 million. I think he might be the only player who's over $1 million. Connor Watson there at 5'8". Got Schuster there. That's a pretty good one. Can chuck him in the reserves. Maybe even put him in and Connor Watson to the reserves. Backline, Ramian, Dane Laurie. Dane Laurie doing really well, actually. Average of 60. Good on him. Sebastian Chris and Bailey Simonson, he's out. Tedesco didn't play last week, so... Oh, Matty Moylan is... There's a lot of players who are out. A lot of players who are out. Ferguson's back this week. He was actually pretty decent at the start of the season. Obviously got dropped. There's a lot of changes to be made, and I think I've only got 2 trades to do, so I'm going to have to definitely get rid of Paul Vaughan because he's definitely not coming back. Like, there's no chance he comes back until next year, so he's a must-go. In terms of everyone else, I suppose I'll leave Cleary because he'll come back. Also, the halves are okay. The halves are okay at the moment. Sam Walker's averaging 72. I can deal with that. Maybe like a backline player. Maybe, actually... Maybe second row. Maybe second row would be nice. Get rid of Gosevsky. Actually, yeah, let's get rid of Gosevsky. Maybe even Jai Arrow. Jai Arrow's been coming off the bench, and he's just valued a little bit more. So maybe let's get rid of Paul Vaughan and Jai Arrow. Let's do that. Okay, Paul Vaughan actually had a pretty good value. So we've got 566,000 to work with. I'm thinking we just chuck in Payne Haas because he's not really a player who relies on his team winning, doesn't rely on scoring tries, just gets through a lot of meterage, gets through a lot of minutes, makes a lot of tackles. He's just a good stats guy, and like I said, he doesn't rely on the Broncos winning every week. So if the Broncos do get a win, should get a lot of points, and if they lose, he's still going to get a lot of points. Whereas like Papali'i's team's winning, and Pengai is obviously suspended. Fodawaker sort of hit and miss. Fisher Harris is out for the next couple of weeks, and really, I don't really know who else you would go with. I've already got Papali'i, I've already got Luke Thompson there, so I'm going to go with Payne Haas, 530,000. There we go. Let's complete that trade. And like I said, the next guy I was going to be doing was Jai Arrow, so that leaves us with 418,000 to work with. Pretty sure he would have went down in value because he's been coming off the bench, where I was kind of thinking he was going to be a starter. But in terms of bringing someone in, I'm liking Jazz Tavanga, although he is a little bit injury prone, but he's starting in the hook position at the moment. I'm assuming he's going to get lots of minutes, going to be making lots of tackles, might even score a couple tries, and even if he doesn't play hooker, he's going to play somewhere in the side. So I'm kind of tempted to throw him there. He got a 76 last week. He's got an average of 49. I think that's a pretty decent little average there. And also with the available money that I've got, 418,000 sounds like a lot, but you're looking at all these players, like I can't even get Kevin Proctor. I can get Liam Martin, but he's coming off the bench. I can get like Niokoro's coming off the bench. See, like a lot of the good players I can't afford at the moment. Yep, I'm going to pull the trigger. Jazz Tavanga it is. I'm going to chuck him in there.
A few moments later.
Actually, just scroll through a little bit more. I'm actually not going to go Jazz Tavanga. I think I'm actually going to go Victor Radley. He's been out for a little while. I don't know if he's a player that scores well in Supercoach. Probably not. He's not really a guy who scores a heap of tries or does some of the flashy stuff, but he does throw a lot of nice passes. Maybe not the assist, but he sort of passes through the guy. So maybe every now and again he'll get a little assist, but he does make a lot of tackles, plays a lot of minutes, and also he is fresh, like I said, because he sort of missed the whole Origin period, but he wasn't playing Origins. So I'm hoping maybe as a big end of the season, the Roosters are in a pretty good position. They're not really a top team, but they're still a side that's going to beat most of the sides in the NRL at the moment. So I think I'm going to go Victor Radley because I think he'll benefit from playing in a pretty good Rooster side. Let's compete that trade. And also he was a lot cheaper than Jazz Tavanga as well. So Jai Arrow out, Victor Radley in. Let's go. Okay, so here's my team going into round 19. You can see that Reed Marnie, the starter. I've actually got Jaden Bradley as a reserve. Originally I had Radley, but then I kind of look at the averages and I went, yeah, Jaden Bradley might be okay. They got towed up last week. He still got 45. I think he'll rebound this week. We've got Big Tino. We've got Luke Thompson. Payne Haas on the bench there with Josh Papali'i. We've got Angus Crichton, kicker, and Jordan Ricky. Actually, do I chuck in Victor Radley? Let's chuck in Victor Radley. I know Ricky is starting this week, but I'm actually going to put in Victor Radley. Victor the Inflictor is in the side. And that leaves Sam Walker as the halfback, Josh Schuster, the 5'8", Connor Watson as a reserve there. Dane Laurie. The backline is pretty much the same. I just added in Blake Ferguson. So it's Dane Laurie, Jesse Ramian, Blake Ferguson, Sebastian Krish, and James Tedesco. He's back this week. So that's not too bad. I've got my 4 reserves. Guys, leave in the comments section below. What are your thoughts on this side? How bad do you think this side is compared to your side? I'm sure you guys have got absolute guns everywhere. But look, Nathan Cleary added him into the side, and I think it's a lot better. Obviously, I haven't touched the side for a long time, so there's plenty of changes to be made, and I probably will have a lot of money to work with when I make those changes, but I've also missed out on a lot of cash cows as well. So I don't think there's any salvaging this side, but I thought I'd just try my best. I thought I'd make for a funny video to check out where we're actually at. So there you go. Like I said, leave in the comments section below what are your thoughts on the sides. Anyways, that's where I'm going to end this one. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also, make sure to turn on the notification bell. Don't miss any of my videos. Sub boxes, they're quite dodgy. Make sure you use the notification bell. I want to see people in the comments leaving those first comments. I want to see who gets the win. So go ahead and do that. Also, give me a follow on social media. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke and YT for the most part. My Facebook is just Mr. Luke, but everything else is Mr. Luke and YT. So go ahead and give me a follow and a like on that. TikTok included. My TikTok is Mr. Luke and YT. Definitely go and give me a follow. Also, shout out to Drum Clothing once again. A massive thank you for them for being the first one to come aboard the channel. So like I said, thank you to Drum Clothing. And that's where I'm going to end this one. Stay tuned for more content on the channel. Like I said in previous videos, just because State of Origin is over doesn't mean that I'm not going to be uploading. So stay tuned for more content on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. See yous.